Hi, I am Tamer Garip. I founded the filmmaking and broadcasting department at nearest university, where I now teach directing courses. But prior to my life in teaching in higher education, I worked with creative technological enterprises in the early years of the internet. So I jumped at the opportunity to teach the new media technologies course when the Faculty of Communication needed a lecturer to take it over. This course is compulsory in 4 different programs across the faculty at the fresher year. Therefore, to accommodate the differences in each program's timetables and to avoid overlaps and clashes, scheduling and venue for this course has to be organized centrally, and the rule for us lecturers is not to make any changes to these arrangements. I'm going to talk about why I broke this rule and how this yielded in better results. Prior to this term, I taught this course online, but had it not been for the pandemic, I would have taught it in a regular lecture hall at the communication faculty. Just like any other course, books, articles, and relevant visual resources are essential, and I use them and still do. But this term, having gone back to face-to-face lectures, I decided I did not want to discuss innovation in a static regular lecture hall. So at the beginning of this academic year, I requested to be exempt from regular faculty timetabling and a change of venue. Due to my background in technological innovation, I knew where to look for the right venue. I moved my course to the prototype lab at the Innovation Center of the Engineering Faculty, a lab used by the future engineers to create new technologies and products. When I announced this to my students, the response was mixed with some reservations. How come our faculty rooms and studios weren't enough? Why would they leave their building to go all the way to that other building? Was I serious? To them, the term engineering sounded cold and distant. To break the ice, I used the pizza and Coke trick to introduce them to the lab and its atmosphere. It didn't take them long to mingle with the engineering students. In these initial interactions, it became obvious to them that many terms and concepts present in our course content were also frequently used in their space. Over the course of the term, I noticed an increase in attendance levels, which are at 90% for a face-to-face course despite the ongoing pandemic. Students are more interested in the subject matter and they are more engaged. As a result of the inspirational effects of this venue change, the theoretical discussions on new media technologies by media students transformed into experiencing and discussing concepts such as immersive journalism with students who learn to engineer the virtual reality technologies which make such media practices possible. By changing the venue to suit the course content, I was able to allow my lecture to go above and beyond its curricular purposes and serve as a reciprocal bridge between media and engineering students with discussions on how to utilize these new technologies and headset in the changing physical and virtual worlds ahead of us in the future. Beyond these academic and education benefits, these learners became friends and shared their fears and hopes for the future. I wanted to share this experience with you as I strongly believe that courses like these, focused on innovation, which require constant updating even during the course of a term of teaching, have to break some rules to fully fulfill their role in the curriculum.